Well, here we go. This is Little Pleasant Bay. We've got lots of wind. We're about 37 feet, maybe 40 feet. I'm going to go up to about 40 feet. It's quite cold. I'm a little worried about how the drone is going to do. But I can see it and it's doing fine for the time being. And I just thought that too many people don't ever see Pleasant Bay frozen. This morning we got up and it was 8 degrees out here. That's the end of Poche Island on the left there, looks, where the ice is wrapped around it. On the right hand side, well, straight ahead is Broad Creek. And now I'm beginning to look at Hog Island, way in the distance there in the sunshine. And nearby is Sampson's Island. And we'll go over here to Sampson's Island. I think I'll get a little more altitude. And just continue to move. But you can see the ice here. This is sea ice. I'm just going to come down a little. Been climbing and I want to come down just a touch so you can have a better look at the ice itself. I did this once before and it was kind of hairy with the ice and the rest, and you're never quite sure exactly what your height is. So we're about 16, 17 feet. I think that's probably not accurate, but that's what it says. And again, you can see the ice here. This is the edge of Sampson's Island, pointing towards Poche Island. And in the background, you've got the Chatham Water Tower, and where the house is on the right-hand side, right over the edge of that point. That's Namequite Point in Pleasant Bay. This is all Little Pleasant Bay. The Narrows is, let's see, over here. I think you can see through that. Tell you what, let's get some altitude. See what it looks like. Looks like most of Little Pleasant Bay, the big parts of it, are kind of unfrozen. Well, maybe not. It's hard to tell. Here we go. And we'll come along here. There's the Narrows that leads into Big Pleasant Bay. Simpson's Island there out. And again, we're right over Sampson's here, so I want to try and make sure that this thing is going to give you a good view of the ice. I'm at 150 feet now. Oops, came up a little quick. All right, now again, this is Little Pleasant Bay. We'll come over this way here. And it's going to come down and come down. The height is too much, so I'm going to come down a little bit. Again, this is Sampson's Island, right underneath this here. All right, now I think forward obstacle sensing is not working, which doesn't really matter to me in this case because I know where I'm going. But again, this is Little Pleasant Bay, and we're going to come up to the patch of green that you see there is the Payne family's house, and the one that's right at the point that I'm aiming at is Walton's, the Richard Walton's. Again, you can look down here at this ice, which is really the major reason why I wanted you to be here. I'm just going to be very careful with my altitude, but then fly and let you look at the ice a little bit. You see these little patches of openness here. I'm not sure exactly what that is, but remember that the water moves underneath the ice. It was 8 degrees when I got up this morning, or 9 degrees. That is chilly and cold. And the bay was almost completely frozen. All right, because I'm getting a little close to the Shoah, as they say. moving along here. And I guess I can see the drone, but birds are not happy with me. This is a new house being built here. And again, you see what happens when people get snow in their yard. And so there's a neighbor and more neighbors. And again, this is I'm going to call it Payson's Point, I should say. The Payson family owned all this and still owns good portions of it. It's very pretty. And beyond, of course, is Poche Island. Oops, let me come up a little bit. There we go. And the Atlantic Ocean out beyond that. So we seem to be doing okay. So I'm going to continue to fly out over here. And again, this is the around the Payson's Point, still Little Pleasant Bay, and we're coming up on Poche Island here. All summer homes, so there's nobody living there at now. And there's the Atlantic Ocean beyond. And I'm just going to circle around here, around this little point. Give you a actually pretty good view of the way all of Pleasant Bay looks at the moment. Should be a little higher. There we go. Isn't that pretty? I mean, that's pretty nifty doodle, I think. And again, grab your bathing suit, let's go for a swim. Wow, I have no idea what the temperature is. That's Sampson's Island, and then beyond it is Hog Island, in case you got yourself not located quite well. Sun's quite bright on the beach, which is why the dark side is right to the right, and the camera will adjust for it, as you see right here. But again, it's just so pretty and so unusual.